it's Logan from Coaster Kids, and today we're at Ace Fall Thrill Fest at Kings Dominion. This is the first Ace event I've ever done at Kings Dominion, and it looks like a pretty cool event. We get ERT on Twisted Timbers, Apple Zapple, and Rebel Yell in a minute, and we got a lot of people here. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So 1, 2, 3,
ride with Ace!
So they gave us scavenger hunts, and so one of the ones is a Coaster Kids reporter. Found one.
Yay!
I don't get why I'm not on this
I know.
paper.
Why isn't there has met Callie the
Where's
Coaster
Callie the
Enthusiast?
Coaster Enthusiast? Is that on there?
I know.
That must
She's
be
not
on
on
page
here.
2.
I'll write it myself.
He's Callie the Coaster Enthusiast.
Alright, coming riders, please secure your articles, including hats and glasses without a strap. Those items must go into your pocket or in the pouch located right between your legs, that black pouch. If you have a cell phone in your pocket, go ahead and put that black pouch there. When you get to your seat,
First train of the day, so good.
It was still hauling. Timbers. Absolutely nothing.
That was a really good ride. Super fun.
We're doing Avalanche and Anaconda.
So we just got off of Rebel Yell for the first time, and I thought it was fun. I would give it 3.5 screams.
I like it better than Racer Kings Island, 3.5 screws.
I thought it was awesome. 3.5 screams.
I thought it was alright. I'll probably rate it like a 3 screams.
It was mediocre 3. We are waiting to ride Grizzly right now. I hate this coaster. I don't know why I'm riding it.
So painful.
Yeah.
Who's excited for Grizzly?
I am. 49th credit.
I'm excited just so Callie can get her
Callie, 49th?
Anaconda.
And then you want your
Yeah.
50th to be Anaconda? You got brain damage? What's your problem?
I'm getting my 150.
I really liked Vortex.
brain damage.
So I was like, I want to ride Anaconda.
My brain damage from getting hit in the head in the car so many times yesterday.
I know, getting hit in the car so many times.
Stuck. Mini beast. Okay, we just got off Grizzly, the first ride on the yellow train. That's not that important, but I don't know what to say about this. Like, it's so awful, but it's so fun. Like, it's so rough, but you get so much air. I don't know what to rate. 3 screams. Yeah.
I really like that. I love old rough wooden coasters as long as they are like fun, and that was really fun. I thought it was intense, and I thought it was like just the right length. I would rate that a 4.25 screams. I really enjoyed it.
I think there's something wrong with you guys. I mean, it was bad, but I mean, it wasn't
so
like
bad it
the
was good.
worst. Like it wasn't a horror. I'd rate it like 2.25 screams.
I've been on this ride many times before. It's definitely really good in the back. It's super intense. It's such an amazing night ride. It's so good at night. You get some pretty good airtime. It's super rough. And I like the tunnel. It's usually pitch black dark, but they have lights in it now. I really like it. Because of how intense it is, I would probably rate it a 4.75.
It has its rough days and it has its smooth days. Today was like right in the middle, so I did it 1 for fun, 4 for intensity.
Okay.
I mean, that is awful. It's horrid, but it is god awful. But it is one of the most fun coasters I've ever been on. It's just intense. That I did not expect the first drop to be like that. I just expected it just to be like that. I was like, but it was weird. And
How's that? How'd it go?
I was like, in that tunnel. I did not expect that tunnel. The tunnel was amazing. That was one of the best parts. But that coaster was great. It was awful but great. Like it was so bad that it was great. So I rated a 3 streams.
Okay.
I ride this thing all the time. It's actually having a good day today, so I'd give it like a 3. It's pretty smooth today.
Well, I'm one who thinks it's just like top 3 or 4 in the park, so I'd probably give it a 5. I really like this thing.
Wow, 5.
My second time riding it, I rode it last in 2016, and it was rough, but it was actually pretty good. There were a lot of surprises. I would probably rate it like a 3. It's good.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
B's getting Bailey.
So most of the times I've ridden Grizzly, it's rough, but I've ridden this in the front row, and it was not as bad as I remembered. I did get a lot of airtime from that ride, so I'll probably rate it like 3 or something. I'm not really sure.
All right. All right, Be Brave Challenge. You guys? You scared?
Yeah. Okay, I never done this before, so I'm super nervous.
All right, good for you.
First
Seth?
time is kind of like, it's like almost like a drop tower type thing, and I don't like drop towers, so it's just like,
All right. Kelly, you've done these before, haven't you?
Yeah, they're really fun. I love them.
All right. Bailey, if something happens to you and I never see you again, it's been nice knowing you, kid.
Yeah.
People hardly ever.
Tell my mom and dad I love them.
People hardly ever die on this.
Okay.
Okay, so we are here with a massive group. This huge turnout at April Grill Fest. And we're about to get a behind-the-scenes tour of Twisted Timbers. It's gonna be good.
Liza, what are we doing here?
We are gonna take the group photo.
Yeah.
The ace sign for special.
Okay, so we've been hanging out with another Sean here at Kingston Minion, so tell us about yourself.
This is my home park. What I like about Coaster Kids is pretty much everything. It's a great channel. Kingston Minion's awesome. I love Intimidator and Twisted Timbers. I'm glad they're at my home park.
Cool. I heard you just got platinum passes for next year, so you're going to be going to Cedar Point, Kings Island, Canada's Wonderland.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Maybe Carowinds.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm really excited.
Good hanging out with you, dude.
Awesome.
I'm riding my 50th coaster, and I wanted to be Anaconda.
She was so excited for Anaconda.
Excited to ride.
All right, good luck.
She's an Aero Looper fan.
Out there. Get up straight over and enjoy your dive underwater on the Anaconda.
Anaconda, that was the first time I ever rode it. And you know, I feel like people over-exaggerate the hate over this thing like I did. I thought that was an okay ride. I rate that 3 screams.
I really liked it. That's my new favorite aero looper. It had hang time, it had air time, and also after that first drop, it's really intense. So I would rate that 4 screams probably.
So I hate this ride actually, and it's my least favorite ride in the whole park. I rated it 2 screams. It's rough.
Well, in my opinion, from the coasters we've rode, this is my 3rd favorite in the park as of right now. And this is a lot better than Vortex. Like, this is my favorite aero looper. Actually, no, 2nd favorite aero looper. My first is, I forget what it's called, but yeah. I rate it 5 screams.
You guys haven't ridden Tennessee Tornado, have you?
I have.
That would be your favorite aero
Yes,
looper.
of course it is.
That was my 50th coaster. I really liked it. It was a little rough, but I think that added to it almost. I loved it. I would rate it 4 screams as well.
Surely, I don't think it's like an awful ride. It's not as bad as Vortex, but it was an alright ride. I'll probably rate it like a 2.5.
I think it's very aggressive. I'd probably give it a solid 4.
I like it. It's a pretty long ride. I like how it goes underwater in the tunnel. It's rough, but it's not horribly rough. It's pretty fun. There's a nice whip to the loops and stuff. So I would probably rate it a 3.75.
I've gotten a lot of rides on Anaconda, and I have not liked any of them, so I would give it 1 scream.
Thank you.
That was actually, it's having one of its better days today, so I rated it around 3 screams.
Well, we're here for the ice cream social before the Ace lunch, and yeah.
How's it?
Really good.
Spread the word. Across the nation, we found that the best way to find new members is to just tell people buy a card. So we have these new cards that you can share with anybody you're chatting with in line.
Someone offered this to Logan, and Logan gave it to me. And then I got my name announced second. I won the one of the commemorative tickets for Twisted Timber's
Catherine Purcell.
Media Day.
And that picture looks a little bit like you. Hold that up and give us that same face. $75-minute wait.
So we just rode Dominator. It was a ton of fun. Front row, super smooth, intense as crap. I'd rate it 4.5 screams. It was awesome.
I really like that. It might be my new favorite floorless, but I don't know if it's better than Bizarro, but it's definitely super good, had great intensity, and even some hang time on the loop, so I would probably rate it 4.5.
We just got off of Intimidator 305. That was just so much better than last night for some reason. The air time was insane. It was hauling the whole time, 5+ all the way. It'll never be below that.
That was fun. We were, jerks, and this is, I don't know how many times I've ridden it, but it's a lot, and I rated a 5+.
It's a really fun ride. It is a little bit rough. The drop is amazing. There's tons of ejector airtime. It is so intense. Like, you gray out and everything. 5 screams, 5+ screams.
So, I'm gonna get roasted in the comments for this one, but this is better than CO Vengeance. Like, it's awesome, it's intense, it's everything good in a roller coaster, it has some great airtime. It is the most intense roller coaster I have ever been on, hands up.
Post them in the comments.
5+. Yeah, star.
This is real intense, but I personally prefer real cars. Going 90.
By far my favorite coaster. I believe it could be the best in the world. I'd give it like infinity. I can't even. It's so intense.
My God.
Yeah!
Okay, so we just got off of Backlot Stunt Coaster, which is really good. It felt a little shorter than I remembered, but obviously that was just like my memory. It wasn't any different than the one at Kings Island, but it was smoother than the one at Kings Island. They didn't do the fire, but it was still pretty good. I would rate that 3.5 screams. It was screams. It was pretty intense.
Mikey, what'd you think?
I think that I loved that tunnel, which is right there, and also it has 2 launches, and I would probably get that a 4.5 screams.
I agree with Eliza on like the fire and it being smoother than the one at Kings Island and a little shorter than I remember. That's obviously just me though. I'd give it 3.25 screams. I really liked it.
In this front room, which is pretty kind of unusual. Pavilions. So all the indoor mazes stay up all year round. And the outdoor maze, the only outdoor maze is Cornstalkers. And of course the outdoor zones, they all come down because that's not made to last. But in Cornstalkers, the buildings and stuff that you normally would see areas of the bayou, you know that there are a lot of crocodiles down there. So we have rabbit, crocodile heads, everything. So the boat was custom built in this area. A lot of the stuff is built in place. Some of it we built in another building we call pottery because it used to be a pottery. And then it's brought over and assembled. As we go through the boat, there are somebody.
We are about to ride Great Pumpkin Coaster because if Eliza doesn't get just a few more credits, she will quit 100 on this trip. So we got it.
Favorite coaster here?
Oh, totally. 5+.
So we're about to do Blood on the Bayou, early haunt time. It's gonna be pretty lit.
And we just did Condemned. What do you guys think of that?
It was awesome.
That was so scary. They were allowed to touch you. That was spooky.
They were allowed to touch you. I know. They kept messing with Callie and I's hair. It was.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I will.
Welcome to Blood on the Bayou. Sure.
We just read through Blood on the Bayou. Holy crap, and that was awesome. Like, the theme was just, the design, the characters, just full on unbelievable. It wasn't that scary, so I would give it a 3, but it is very well done.
What did the girl think?
Oh my god. Well, Zach kept playing with our hair and stuff, so we thought it was the scare actors. But that was scary. But I usually don't scream in haunted houses. I just laugh it off. But that was actually really scary. I screamed. That was definitely the best haunted house I've ever been in.
I can't say much because my eyes were closed the whole time. But playing with my hair is not fun, Zach. That's all I have.
All right, you guys all like it?
That was
Well, we just went through a trick or treat, which I didn't really like it. It's just, it was alright. But this was Seth's first haunted house speed rate challenge right here. What do you think?
It's interesting. I mean, scary, but like kind of stayed in front, like behind somebody, so because like it was interesting. I liked it.
So you've ridden tons of coasters, but never done something like this before. It's always kind of scared you.
Yeah.
So it took a lot of courage, right? Give them a hand, you guys.
And Kelly had her eyes open for half of it.
Kelly, who usually closes her eyes, opened them up. I was a witness for half the thing. What'd you think?
Hey, I had
It was actually pretty cool.
She had the tightest grip on me.
No, but it was fun. And I mean, I liked it, but this was like supposed to be the least scariest one. Ow.
We just went through Koaster, which is an outdoor maze. Holy crap, that was awesome. The bungee guy at the end, oh my god, that was so cool. I would rate that 3.75.
What you guys think? You like Champion? What you think?
Oh my gosh, I love this one. This is one of my favorites. Definitely my top 4. Definitely my top 5, I think. This one is really good, very scary. As he said, the bungee man at the very end, he is just awesome.
All right, good. Glad you liked it.
5 screams.
5 screams?
Yes.
You guys all like it?
Well, that is the end of our day at King's Dominion. We just ended it with such an amazing ending. Intimidator 305, pitch blackness. I rode in the front row. That was absolutely insane. I am so in shock. I don't even know what the world is anymore, but we had an amazing day hanging out with all of these guys at Haunt, doing all the haunted houses and the mazes. And
some of you guys think this is now maybe your favorite new coaster, right?
Better than Steel Vengeance.
It's pushing Steel Vengeance, but I don't know.
Before it was like neck and neck, and I thought Steel Vengeance was better. After a night ride in the front, hands down, I-305 is better. It's just so intense, and Michael was right.
I told you all. Why do you believe me? That's
Come on, you gotta believe the people that live
You've been saying it's the greatest coaster in the world.
I know.
I haven't rode Steel Vengeance, and I can already sense that this
And no one believed you because you've only ridden like 7 coasters in your life.
I didn't believe him, and we were like, haha, Michael, you're so silly. Like,
Better than Steel
it's
Vengeance,
just
hands down.
Logan, what do you think? Maybe better? I don't know.
I don't know. It's better than Fury 325. We'll give you that.
All right.
Well, we'll see you guys later. And as always,
be brave and ride on!